Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Front Porch, your friendly neighborhood podcast. My name is Austin. I am an editor here at 730 Eddy Studios, and today, joining me, I have the luxury of being here, accompanied by three lovely ladies. Hello, everybody. We're going to go through, because these are all new faces to the Front Porch, so we'll go by individually, but these are our project managers who do a lot of work for us and make our jobs and lives a lot easier. So we're very grateful for them and all of the hard work they do. So I will start with my left here. Aubrey, go ahead and introduce yourself to the Front Porch. Looking right at that camera right there.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Petty. I've been with 730 Eddy for 2-3 months now. I'm project manager, like you said, mostly handling live events.
Yes. Why do you do live events? What was the idea behind that?
Well, I can't speak for my bosses who hired me, but I have a background in newscasts. I used to produce TV news, so I'm used to handling things that are live on TV and any issues that come up in those moments. I'm kind of the go-to person in those moments of panic, so hopefully I can be helpful here with that.
Always helpful, and we appreciate all that you've done for all of the live events that we've had so far, and
too.
the many more that we have coming up shortly.
Bring it on.
Next week.
Bring it on.
All right, Sue.
Sue Straw. I've been here for 4 years on May 4th.
May the 4th.
Nice. Nothing to that, right?
Yeah.
Part of the project management team, also the managing director for 730 Eddy, so just try to do it all. I have these great support systems, so we can.
How did you get attached to 730 Eddy Studios?
I am actually friends with Andy's wife and sister-in-law. His sister-in-law is one of my best friends. Went to college with his wife, Betsy, and got laid off from a previous job, and timing lined up that Andy needed his first project manager. And it was like a month in between, and there we go.
And it's been a speed run the entire way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you here as well. And last but not least, Jessica.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself for us.
All right. My name is Jessica LeMay. I have been with 730 Eddy 9 months now. Mm-hmm. I have a background in photojournalism, that is photography photojournalism, not camera photojournalism. So, yeah.
And what was the most intimidating thing coming here when you were going through the interview process?
Oh, boy.
Because you had known Andy prior, correct?
No? We had worked for the same company,
okay.
So we had some of the same contacts. Probably because you guys all know each other so well. So that's a little intimidating because you're coming in as the new person. So, not really sure how that goes. So that was a little scary.
Well, and you came on and it was like, hey, welcome to the busiest month of our year, and you get to come to Denver with us.
Yep. And I had to drive through Denver traffic.
Oh,
Yep. That was a little scary.
Not fun.
Nope.
And before we move forward, we also do have another project manager who unfortunately is unable to join us today, but Caitlin, she is in Traverse City at the moment, and so just wanted to acknowledge Caitlin and all the hard work she does. She does a lot of the stuff with the podcast, a lot of our social media, and just a lot of behind the scenes maintenance stuff that a lot of us don't even realize.
She's actually our most tenured project manager. She was, she's been remote since I came on, but she actually trained me. And then
she was super helpful in some of the onboarding stuff for me too. There was a moment of panic we had, and I just sent her a message hey, can you help me real quick? And she is a pro, so yeah. Thank you, Caitlin. We love her.
Yeah, she has both sides. She was a client of Andy's, when working for Bissell, and then came over to our side, so she has the perspectives from both ranges. So it's
cool.
She's got many, many hidden talents as well when it comes to social media campaigning and stuff like that. So sorry you can't be here, Caitlin, but we appreciate you. So now this is the reoccurring part of every show. We go around and say what we are currently watching. So when I say currently, if you are streaming a TV show right now, you have to say anything within the last couple of weeks that you feel like you want to share. It could be a movie. So who wants to go first?
Mine are Encanto is on pretty solid replay. Greg and I don't watch a whole lot of anything besides playoff hockey right now.
The Rangers, and I don't even know who they're playing, but I know it's the Rangers.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big Colorado Avalanche
Oh, they're
fan.
playing Colorado. That's who it is.
It would make sense.
Yeah, I was like, obviously not the Red Wings.
Yeah, which is a little contentious in Michigan, right?
Yeah.
But that's really what we're watching right now. Kids stuff or sports.
Very nice.
Nice.
I usually am always watching at night Impractical Jokers. For some reason, it really makes me laugh.
Very nice.
Yeah, I get it. It's stupid, but it's funny. Or I watch like Family Guy at night a lot. Otherwise, I just watched that Our Father documentary on Netflix, which is good. I love a good documentary. Or I just rewatch the same stuff over and over again. BoJack Horseman, stuff like that. So,
Very nice.
yeah.
Cool.
Aubrey?
I'm currently making my way through Seinfeld.
Ooh.
I never watched it
Oh,
as a child when it was on.
you were a
Same.
child then. Okay.
I'm not going to age myself or anyone in here, but I did not watch the original airing. So I'm making my way through it now, and I'm actually on my second pass through it. Just like picking up things that I didn't catch the first time. It's really funny, and Kramer just drives me nuts. He's so funny. He's my favorite part, and it's just kind of a nice comedic break from the true crime documentaries that I usually watch about like
The balance.
grisly murders, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'm scared to walk to the bathroom, so I'm gonna put on some Seinfeld. But that's usually my thing. My next, probably when we get back from our trips, I'm gonna go through the new season of Stranger Things that just came out.
That's on our docket
Yeah,
too.
but I want to be able to like dedicate like a whole weekend to getting through all of it. So that's like my little treat at the end of our busy weeks. But yeah, Seinfeld's my jam right now. Kramer just he like walks in the door all crazy. I'm just laughing out loud already, and just the dynamic between everybody is just the writing's incredible. So
For me, I have recently been watching Holy Moly season 4. It is a mini golf challenge, kind of like a mix of
you were telling
Wipeout,
us
Rob
about
Riggle, Joe Tessitore. I think it's Tessitore. It's like a playoff of like Wipeout mixed with mini golf. Steph Curry paid for the show, the basketball
Okay.
player.
Okay.
There's
Why
a
not?
lot of just weird little things happening in it, but it's just nice to, if you're eating dinner, and just kind of need that nice little chuckle.
Right.
cool.
Don't have to be too focused in on it. So that is what I've been watching. But today, we're here to talk about you guys.
Oh boy.
So
All right.
I'm going to start off with hopefully an easy question. What is the most enjoyable part of your job as a project manager? Because you guys, obviously, we're in like the editing, we do all that stuff. You're even just us sitting on a computer, we're in two different worlds. It can feel like at a time, because you're the conversations between us and the clients.
Yep.
So what's the favorite part for you guys as being a project manager?
I can answer that.
Okay.
It's that no day is the same.
Yeah.
You know, like every project is different. Every client is different. What they need is different. It may be similar, but it's different. And we may be here for a week, and then we may be gone for a week, and then, you know, it's ever changing. I like that. I like that it's always different.
Yeah.
That's what drew me to news. Like, I want something different every day.
Yep.
That was sort of what my answer was going to be, but I can pivot and say I really do enjoy the strategy of what project management entails, and it is oftentimes like a big puzzle that needs to be put together to make sure we're meeting all the needs of our clients and in the right way and at the quality that we do here. And we spend a lot of time strategizing about the best way to staff and the best way to fulfill all the needs that we have out there. And to me, that's might sound nerdy, but it's fun to like look at float and be like, where do these puzzle pieces fit to make this all happen?
Yeah.
But I do agree that no 2 days are the same, and that makes work super enjoyable.
Yeah, I'll echo that too. And I think about this a lot because I'm kind of like a softie person, but I think my favorite part right now is I do the live events and I love the adrenaline of that and kind of like that, oh, we need an answer, we need a solution right now, and just kind of having to have that answer. That's really fun for me. That's like a weird adrenaline rush that I kind of got from handling breaking news in my past life. But on the other side of that, one of our projects right now is really focused on storytelling and highlighting people. So I'm getting to interview all kinds of people, and then I go back through these interviews and just have this really great sound and these really great stories to tell. And then I can kind of get into my writing and put those scripts together, and I'm just really enjoying storytelling and interviewing and using some of those news skills in a different setting and really putting some quality stuff together for clients. That's really, it makes all those hours worth it. Like I got lost in 4 hours of interviews the other day and didn't even realize it was 4 hours. You know, it's just the way things come together. Storytelling in that way is just really exciting to me and really motivating. And I'm like, okay, what did I do in this one? I can take that in the next one. It all kind of builds on itself, and it's really, that's fun for me.
Absolutely. So how have you guys been able, so we're kind of if you've ever been on set with us or just around us, we can be a wild bunch. And I think these people ground us and keep us, so how, is it challenging trying to keep us all in line, or what's that like for you guys?
I don't know, I'm a mom, so.
I don't know that it's, maybe I'm not the right person to answer this question because I will get super weird and all over the place right with you guys. I am not the one that's like, everyone be quiet, get in line. Like, I'm like, what are we talking about? Like, no, but I think it plays well because you get to see everyone's personality. Like when I see you guys all on set or doing a live event, it's kind of like your talents are on display, but so is like your personality and who you are. And that's really cool for me to see as a manager. Like you can be really serious when you need to be, but then you can also like joke around with clients and kind of build those relationships with people. And it just makes morale so much better. Like we were saying earlier, we're all in like this silly, goofy mood today because we know we're doing fun stuff like this. I came in this morning and people were like, are you all right? Like I didn't even have my coffee this morning because I'm just so excited for all the fun stuff we're doing. So I wouldn't say that it's a challenge, but I also am not one to like hesitate if I need to get people in line. Like I will, if I need to pull somebody aside or do like a, hey, you know, I'll do that. But there hasn't been any situation. I mean, we're grown adults for the most part.
I would think that's the biggest thing. Everybody's a professional, and we know when to play and when to work. And plus, you need that. Like that's what makes it fun. The morale with everyone. Like you need that let loose, be goofy, make stupid joke stuff in order to get through maybe some of the stressful times.
Or like slap happy at the end of the shoot, and we're all just laughing until it hurts. Like that's the good stuff. That's what makes this a good place.
As an editor, obviously I have favorite projects, and I'm just curious, do you guys have favorite projects that you've worked on, and what was it about that project that made it the project for you? Maybe it was just seeing it all play out at the end, or...
Sue's probably had more experience with projects.
Yeah,
so.
It's going to take me a minute.
What's your one?
Am I allowed to say it?
You can just say that. Is it the current project you're working on?
Yeah, and it's kind of the one I just talked about with telling the stories of the people. And there's different aspects that I like about it. I like the storytelling and the creativity and the writing and all that stuff because I'm a total like nerd, writer, storyteller, interviewer, reporter, nerd. But it's also kind of a challenge because I've never done a job like this before. I came right from something that I thought was going to be a lifelong career, and now I'm kind of thrown into this really big project with all kinds of moving pieces and parts, and it's just been a fun, like, personal, I don't want to say that, I hate when people say journey, but it is. It's like, it's challenging to kind of push myself out of my comfort zone and find confidence and trust and just be like, kind of feels like when you jump in the deep end of a pool for the first time. You're just like, all right, I'm just going to do it. And that's been a little nerve-wracking, but also really fun. And then the payoff is great. When I touch base with a client and they're like, wow, we love this. We're so excited. I'm like, sweet, because me too. Like, it just, that's been my favorite part of my current project.
Plus you get to travel a little bit, which is...
That's new for me, which is cool. I went to like 3 different places that I've never been within the span of 12 hours last month. Got to go to New York City for a couple hours, which has been like my dream to always be there. So I just had a moment of like, my feet are on the sidewalk in New York City right now. And it was just, it's really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of fast, and that was involving the same project. So the project is kind of making my dreams come true a little bit, and that's kind of a cool thing to be able to say.
That is
That's our
awesome.
new
Yeah.
slogan. 7:30 Eddy Studios, where dreams come
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Jessica, Sue.
I think my favorite project of the few I've done has to be with Gracious Grounds, only
Absolutely.
because it's an organization that I'm familiar with, and it's an organization I have supported before and know about. But then also it's more of a documentary style, which is what I prefer and what I like. It's cool to be able to objectively just have somebody be in a situation and just see what they get, and then watching you guys put it together and editing is really cool. And just the feedback and response we get from the community and from the group itself is always really rewarding. So I love that.
Yeah. And that premieres tonight, right?
Yeah, it should. Yeah, that's true.
Cool.
It's got to feel good.
Yeah. Don't
I have to echo like a lot of the projects that we do for nonprofit clients. I always gravitate towards projects that are making a difference. We've done things for Boys and Girls Club, Kids Food Basket. Like those projects always, I don't know, they hit a little bit different, but also some of my favorite projects are the really big ones. When we did Blitz, when we do Summit, the ones that take everyone doing something to make it all happen are some of my favorites, because it shows like the entire team working as one and doing something pretty amazing. And like Blitz, for example, was in a very crunched time frame, and what we pulled off was somewhat crazy.
Yes,
But
I remember those days.
But even like last week with our Zodi stuff, like a lot of pieces, a lot of people involved,
Good.
and it looked amazing. And it was just like proud moment for everyone involved. So I like those big ones. Not that they're not a pain in the beginning, in the middle sometimes, but
But then you see the
like,
payoff.
Yeah,
Like, watch
yeah.
everyone in their element executing.
yeah,
It's cool.
exactly.
Yeah. You kind of go home at the end of the day like, wait, it's over now.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like that with Cause Camp. Like
What
so
do I
much
do?
went into it. Yeah. Like, well, what do we do now? And then you come in Monday and it's like, oh, right, now I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
So each one of you, obviously all project managers, but I definitely, you each have your own little things that you're great at, and little, I would say, almost like a little mini divisions, because like obviously like you were saying live event, you're overseeing everything, like we all have these little things. What's the one thing that you need in your day? So if it's, you only get like one app, that's application. So are you like, what's your tool, I guess? The tool you use the most, I guess, is the way I should word it. Because I feel like one person could be like, oh, I use Excel the most. Like, what are the tools?
Yeah.
What are the tools that help keep you going?
To do our job?
Yeah.
To do our job.
Okay.
Outlook.
Outlook.
Yeah, calendar. Yeah.
Outlook. I'm also gonna throw myself on the fire here. I'm kind of old school and I like to write things down. I like color-coded lists. Like I have a to-do list and each color is something different. And if we're on a meeting, I like to take notes and then then I'll put them somewhere digitally, but I like to have it all right in front of me and then I can just visualize and go from there. And it's kind of helped me keep up with Andy too. If we're in a meeting and he's on Miro or he's in a bunch of different places, then I haul it all in one place and I can go off of his later. I've got all kinds of notepads and I'm a big office supply nerd. Like I love buying the new supplies, but
I think like
Outlook is a big one,
project
too.
managers have a thing for like pens.
Yes.
yeah,
Colored
Yes.
pens.
we're kind of like really like organized
Yep.
people.
For those of you who have
Yeah.
not been to our office, they have a little like island of desks that they sit around.
We do.
Yeah.
Project
have an
manager island, and there are a lot of pens.
Yeah.
I have not taken a pen from there before.
Don't.
Please don't.
Nick
Never.
didn't give me
Don't.
one back. I'm
Nick
missing
did
one.
it? I know, I can find it. What color was it?
It's blue.
Oh.
Empty
Wow.
spot in the box.
Right. You know when that's
That's
gone.
messed
You're
up.
just gonna, when he comes back
Yeah.
from vacation, just load him up with projects
Yeah.
and just be like, no reason.
That's
Give me
the
back
payment
my pen.
for the pen.
Just start taking things out of his office, like off his desk. Be like, I haven't seen it. I don't know. That's crazy.
his
Don't
keyboard.
you hate it when people take your stuff?
One by one.
Yeah. We can play that game.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Don't play with project managers.
Yeah.
Don't touch our pens.
Do you guys have any fun, just like stories just from the client relationship side that you'd like to highlight?
For me, it's been cool to go from, because I mean, our clients are all over the country. Like you said, we're traveling so much. So to go from seeing everyone on a Zoom meeting, and then you show up at a shoot or a site somewhere, and then you're seeing everyone in person, and you're like, oh, you're not as tall as I thought. Or like, it's just kind of cool to go from seeing everyone through a screen to actually working together. And it's really cool, I think, for them to see us in action. I think that can really be a strong point in a project, is when we're talking through everything, and that's one thing, but then you kind of build that trust more with clients when they really see us in action and see our equipment, and they're like, oh, you guys are actually really good at this. Like, and
legit.
we're really fun to be around. So to you kind of form business relationships, but some of these people, I'm like, I would totally go get a drink with you after this. Like, do you want to come to dinner with us? Like, it's just cool to meet all kinds of people.
Piggybacking on that, so like now we have some clients that I've been working with for, going on 5 years. And so it's more than a client relationship with some of them, that it's turned into more of a friendship. And then when we are together, we are doing those things, like going out and getting a drink, or like I know what their kids are up to, and it becomes more than just I'm producing a video for you, and we've built the relationship of a friendship beyond that business relationship. But I don't know if I can think of it's just fun when we are out on set with them, and not so much just through the computer, but and some of our clients know how to have a good time. So
True. Yeah, the personalities kind of come out once you get in person, and you're like, wait, are we besties? Yeah. It's cool. I like it.
I don't know. I'd have to just go off of what they said. It's just cool to get out and meet people and see how down to earth everyone is. Even here, I feel like there isn't any of that corporate-y, I don't know, suit jacket. Everybody has to be in this box and professional, and not that we're not professional, but I feel like everyone can be authentically themselves, and that's appreciated in our
She's dropping the value.
I did. One for me.
You're well listening, Andy. We know.
Yeah, I passed the quiz.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like people can be themselves, and I think that shows.
Yeah.
And I think our clients like that too. Yeah. Working with real people. So.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any upcoming projects that you know about that you're looking forward to? That you were aware of, or
I don't want to tell you yet. You're the one who's going to edit it. You want to know? I mean, there's some. We have a mix of big and small.
Because I not to interrupt, but I do think you guys have a better ability to see down the line, whereas sometimes I feel like we can just be so nearsighted. As a production team, because we're all right, what am I doing today, or what's this week? But you guys have knowledge of things that are going to be happening in July, so. Yeah,
there's things that I can only speak for myself, but that I'm excited about, because you look at the things that are upcoming, and there's so many possibilities in that, and it's okay, we get something from the sales team who says, hey, we have this coming up, and then you take it to Kevin and take it to the creative team, and the things that they come up with. That is so cool to me. We had one pitch meeting a few weeks ago, and Kevin came in with these 3 incredible ideas, and just to watch the wheels turning in his brain, and then watch the clients kind of get that glimmer and get all excited, and then we take that to you guys, and all the pieces come together. That's exciting. And again, just the variety. Every day is different, so it's kind of that exciting unknown filled with so many possibilities. That's exciting.
I think one I'm looking forward to is a local project here that we approach them with a different idea than what everyone else is doing, to help with recruitment, because everybody is facing this issue of not being able to recruit the right type of talent. And so what everybody's been doing in the past isn't working, right? What the same old video isn't working, so we approached them with this really new cool idea, and we're let's just go for it and see what happens. And they were yes, this sounds great, this is going to be perfect. And now it's just when can we start? I can't wait till we can start it.
I think I'm most excited about what we don't know about, because
a good answer.
you know
Yeah.
we have a lot of cool stuff coming, but there's also stuff that pops up out of nowhere and that we put together in like a week or two, and then we're off somewhere. So it's like all the stuff we don't know about yet that's going to happen. You know, we may be out of the country for all we know come September. So
Got a passport.
yeah. So stuff like that. I don't know.
Do you guys have any final parting words? I don't want to keep. I know you probably have a meeting soon. I know.
Probably.
Any final parting words before we take off?
I mean,
I will say you guys are some of the first people to be in this space.
I know.
It's cool.
Since
The
we
real
got-
studio.
We're
right?
getting everything finalized for this new podcast studio space, so
it's an honor, honestly. I mean, just happy to be here.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I said this at our event the other day, but it's so cool to be around such a talented group of people. And I said this after a couple beers because I get mushy. But everyone here is just so cool. And I'm not really new anymore, but when I was, everyone was just really welcoming. And I know I just kind of like popped up like, hi, I'm here now. But everyone made it a point to get to know me. And it's cool to just be comfortable being a total dork at work. Like to laugh with everybody and go do stuff off site with everybody. It's just, I just really love you guys. And
you paid her to say that.
I cannot discuss that on camera. But no, it's so cool to be in such a cool job with cool people. It's great. Those are my parting words.
I'd echo that too, because we've all come from somewhere before. Well, some of us haven't, right? If you're right out of school, but just the difference in the environment and the culture. But our job is a lot of the organization and almost telling people what they need to be doing a lot of the time. But like you guys are the doers, and it's really rewarding when we're putting things out there, but seeing what's coming back. Like that is the rewarding part. And you guys are the doers. Like we put the pieces in place, but like it doesn't happen without the production and the creative side, obviously. So that would be my final words.
Yeah. I like what you said, but just like feeling appreciative of the creative side of this job. I love that I can be analytical and creative at the same time. I feel like it really supports both facets of my brain. And just seeing you guys work and what you come up with, and being the collaboration between everyone sitting in a room being like, all right, we got to come up with an idea, and everyone's input is important and everyone's input has value, not just because you're a project manager or not just because you're an editor. Like everybody has something to contribute and everybody listens. And just, the focus on the values, the fact that we get to have fun together, that we still work and get stuff done, but everybody's respected and valued for who they are and their own personal lives too. I love that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you to these lovely people for being able to join us today and take time out of your very busy schedules, even for a Friday, very, very busy. So,
well, you too. I know you have things you should
You
probably
do have
be doing.
Austin.
well,
Speaking of outlets,
any of our clients that are watching, I'm sure you'll be in contact with these people. But again, we're just so appreciative of all the work that you guys do for us. And Caitlin, you as well. Sorry you can't be here, but we will get you on the podcast, I promise. Now here comes the last trivia part. Have any of you actually watched the entire Front Porch podcast?
I've seen a few episodes. Yeah.
Do you know what happens right now?
Yeah.
What happens?
Totes.
This is the part where I say, get off the porch.
Oh. All right. I'll remember that.
Do we just walk away?
Just casually, we're done.
Oh,